New from Eureka Entertainment is A Queen's Ransom, released in 1976. Really feels like a kind of attempt to make an international thriller kind of movie. It has some really interesting actors at the heart of this one. You've got Jimmy Wang Yu, Angela Mao, George Lazenby, Bolo Young as well appears in this one. And it feels like something that's been cobbled together because of the Queen's historic visit in 1975, and it uses a lot of stock footage of that throughout the film as well. And the basic plot here, which gets a little crazy at moments, is all about a group of various bad guys that have been brought together with one purpose. That purpose? To assassinate the Queen.
And why you're all together? Our target is a VIP arriving here on May the 4th.
And they're going to make several attempts at this and fail every single time because of the Hong Kong police, because of other factions as well. A little bit spoilery to go into, so I won't. And then there's this weird side plot about a Cambodian princess is hiding out, waiting on a bunch of money to come out of the country. And she gets involved with that, the Angela Mao character. And that feels a little bit as if it's scraped from a different movie and just kind of interjected into this one. But what I love most about this is the real feeling it had, a kind of Day of the Jackal kind of feeling to it. Now, it's not as good as that movie, but it has that kind of flavour to it. As all these twists and turns. It's got various characters, it's got double crossers, it's got people who are undercover, it's got lots of things going on to really keep your attention. People put in tricky situations, and it's got like a third act, I'd say, change that is really kind of inventive and fun and adds a whole lot of something different into the film, something unexpected, and repurposes what we kind of had before it. The characters are pretty great. Some of the side plots can be really distracting at times. The character interactions are incredibly fun. I really did like Bolo Young in this one. He gets about as much time as the screen time as the Queen in this, but it's far more effective in my eyes. Jimmy Wang Yu is great as our kind of main character of Jimmy. George Lazenby is actually really kind of good in this one. It feels as if he's playing into a kind of area which he knows, which he's comfortable in being in. And that kind of comes across in the way that he's playing this character, this bad guy who basically wants to payday at the end of this one. It is a almost international thriller of sorts. Although there are moments of martial arts throughout it, they're not the key ingredient of this film. It's more of this group of people, international crime, the great stakes that are here, the police department trying to figure out who's behind all this, how they can stop it, how they can infiltrate the bad guys, figure out their next step and stop it from happening. It's all about the bad guys trying to deal with the fact that they don't really know each other too well, and they've all got big chips in their shoulders, so they're always kind of battling it off, which is really kind of fun as well. And that really interesting finale was fun, and do you know, honestly, at 96 minutes, it was just entertaining. A little bit different and a little bit odd, adding in the international cast, making the story about the Queen's visit and her assassination, creating the kind of crime element to it, and bringing in the assassins from various different countries, whether it be Britain, Ireland, we've got some Asian countries, we've got America. It kind of tries to create that multicultural atmosphere going on, and it works for the most part. Is it super serious or on the point? No, it's a genre movie. It feels as if it's trying to capitalise on these type of movies at the time, but it's kind of fun. A really weird oddity is the best way to describe this one. Now let's dive into the disc, have a look at the extras. Here we are in the disc for The Queen's Ransom. First up, we have the Hong Kong theatrical version with original Mandarin mono audio, the English dubbed mono audio, and an audio commentary by Frank Jeng and Michael Worth. Then we have the English dubbed mono audio for the export version, which comes with a commentary with Mike Leader and Aaron Venema. Furious George is a training with Michael Worth extra, which is 15 minutes 43 seconds. We have Michael Worth talking about the time working with George Lazenby and who he seems to admire, and talks a lot about his ability to fight just naturally, not for the screen, but just in general terms, and how he puts that across in a character within the film. Talks a little bit about Bruce Lee and goes back to George Lazenby again, which is a kind of great extra. And finally, we have the trailer, and that's the extras for A Queen's Ransom. So there we have it, A Queen's Ransom, something that I would say, yeah, it's interesting to check out. Very much a genre film, trying to capitalise on international thrillers of the time. It's kind of aping it, but doing their own thing. It's fun, ultimately kind of forgettable, but worth checking out. What do you think of A Queen's Ransom? Let me know in the comment box below whether you love it, hate it, fall somewhere in the middle, whether you're interested in check it out, and if it's a complete pass for you, let me know as well. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff in the description box below, or links to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com. Always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.